good afternoon, and thanks for the opportunity. Thank you to the panel members. We, the lead team, having a great feeling to be part of this unique program. This came from our rich experience in the energy industry for 30 years. The idea is how to mass adoption of, or how to make it ENS compliant mass adoption in this country. I hand over to colleague Gayatri to lead this presentation.
Thank you. Having worked with the Karnataka ENS cell, we understand the challenges of ENS implementation at the ground level. The next organic step would be to set up an implementation model for a center of excellence to streamline, accelerate, and mandate ENS compliance processes in the state. As a pilot project, we would be taking up Bengaluru city. Looking at the 10-year data of the residential sector, we foresee an exponential growth up to 4 times. If a building owner is interested in getting an ENS compliant building, there are implementation gaps in the system, being administrative, technical, and enforcement. The gaps identified should be bridged at the earliest. Considering the business as usual cases until 2030, this leads to an alarming energy intensive operation and high carbon concentrated environment. We find an opportunity here to streamline the building energy efficiency in the state. To get a residential building approval, there is an existing online platform set up by the urban local body. The ENS adoption and implementation of the state are right now taken up by the state designated agency, CREDL, under which the ECBC or ENS cell is set up by an external consultant that keeps changing year on year. Further, there are representatives from various government departments constituting an environmental cell to take care of the sustainability activities in the state, which also includes energy efficiency and energy conservation. Although the utilization of the environmental cell to take up building energy efficient related activities are undermined. In the present scenario, the residential building approval system is in place, but has not integrated the building energy efficiency and sustainability aspects under its umbrella due to administrative, technical, and enforcement challenges. Further, the environmental cell has limited technical know-how, thereby stalling the enforcement of ENS compliant buildings, leading to an undefined methodology. The dormant environmental cell has different core responsibilities, resulting in energy efficiency for buildings taking a backseat. The Center of Excellence provides an amicable solution by streamlining and accelerating ENS compliance process in the state, resulting in a higher adoption as the current system is not designed to handle the large volume of incoming ENS approvals once it is mandated. The change we envision in the future for the Center of Excellence is to have a standalone department under the Urban Development Department, which will also function to perform research and development activities, continuous capacity building, and create a market transformation strategy as there is continuous demand for ENS compliant buildings. Our 5-year plan for the Center of Excellence would be to ensure 100% enforcement across the state by bridging the gaps in administrative, technical, and enforcement. This will also create a replicable model for implementation for other states in India. Our Monday morning task would be to activate the environmental cell by providing them with the technical know-how to ensure ENS voluntary adoption in the state. We would want to ask the statutory bodies to give access to activate the environmental cell, which would be the first step towards establishing the Center of Excellence. The lead team will act as a technical consultant and will be reaching out to GBPN to guide us to the appropriate funding agency. On a broader perspective, the Center of Excellence will bring about a positive footprint for economic, environmental, and social growth. The outcome of the entire operation would start with a target of 20% of ENS compliance for upcoming residential buildings in Karnataka by the end of 2020, with the effective working of the environmental cell. By 2025, with the establishment of the Center of Excellence, the model of operation will be ready for other states to implement, facilitating 100% of ENS compliant buildings. In 10 years, we envision all the residential building units, irrespective of their built-up area, to be ENS compliant, thereby reducing approximately 95 gigatons of carbon dioxide emissions, paving the way for a sustainable future for buildings. This is our team of policy, energy, and code experts with over 65 man-years of experience, and we optimistically dream of curating a replicable implementation model for ensuring 100% ENS implementation across the country. Thank you for the opportunity.